It's like, seriously?
Yeah. Well, no, there's actually it was a record low.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
for this
Yeah.
time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Oof.
It didn't get quite as hot this year up here. It's quite strange, but wondering if we're finally going to get that harsh winter that we've been dodging for a while.
If you look at chat, Mac. We've been muted this whole time.
Muted?
Hello, well, now you should all hear me, hopefully.
Yeah.
So because things are all fugly, I'm going to restart the stream.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll reset
Let's
and
do
we'll be
it.
back in a minute or two, guys. Hang with us in chat. There'll be a new, I don't know if it'll be a new link or if it'll just run off of this same one. I don't know. We'll work it out, but we'll see you all in a minute.
Dun, 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 dun. So I think maybe I gotta move this way. Holler.
right,
Jesus
guys.
loves us, apparently.
If you're still there, we are back. We're just about to
Yay.
reload. Intro incoming.
Hey, we're back. We're here for the first time. Christy,
Ever.
this time with passion. All right, we are Stay Humanist.
Happy Monday.
Welcome to our Wednesday night show where we attempt to apply logic and reason to religion and politics. I'm Matt Clark, or Gray Skeptic, and I'm here with Christy Santiago.
And Mr. Bean. Happy Monday. Look, he's like, what are you doing? It's so cute.
If you're wondering why Mr. Bean is here laying in Christy's lap, it's because it is Christy's week with Nacha down under, and Bean's trying to keep him at bay. Trust us, he's here.
Yeah, it's my under the desk weekend. So.
Yeah. Shared custody for our man down under.
Yes.
Great. Well, we have so much to cover that we're not even going to cover right now. There's so much happening in the world, and I think maybe we could take like 5 minutes and just be like, hey, this has happened. This is what I think. This has happened. This is what we think. Can we do that for just a few minutes, Christy? You down?
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I heard there was a school shooting in Missouri.
Oh.
We'll start out with the happiest stuff first, I guess.
Yes.
Never ends.
A bad one. A really bad one.
Yeah. Was it 2 kids dead? 17 injured? That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
apparently, quite a few of them, it doesn't look like they're going to make it. And that's just from the preliminary from actually Kyle Kalinski's breaking news. So
gotcha. I didn't see it yet. By the time I heard about it, I was already in classes, and I just made it out like an hour ago. So,
right.
So that sucks a lot. Do you have any thoughts on it? Like initial thoughts, or?
I mean, I just feel like it's a broken record. It's just thoughts and prayers, lots and lots of thoughts and lots of prayers, and nothing is going to be done about it. Kyle Kalinski made a really good point when he said, Sandy Hook. Everyone knows, you just say those words, Sandy Hook, everyone knows the Sandy Hook massacre. And you would think if anything could have reached us as it did, don't get me wrong, the people of this country, it was jarring. And we all wanted it to, stop. We wanted legislation immediately. But if Sandy Hook didn't change the hearts and minds of our elected officials who actually, get funding, get donations, political donations, campaign donations, and sponsoring from the NRA. It's not just the NRA. We already know it's unfortunate. I just feel like, I will read, I will learn the names of those that have fallen, and my heart will break. But I don't feel like anything's going to change in this country, and definitely not during this administration. So those are my thoughts, unfortunately.
Yeah. I have a little bit of a different angle to share on this one. Because I learned last night, I don't know how I missed it. That here in Ohio, we've passed a law to ban the use of cell phones in schools.
Oh.
Yeah. And I know that's something I heard today. Jasinski and Ryan Grimm talking about on their show, and I know that Ryan Grimm was, for it. He was like arguing for it, which is fine. Like I can see where people are coming from, not wanting cell phones in school, or at least like prohibiting. Oh no. Could they still hear us? Could you guys still hear us? I'm sure there's a delay, but
whoops, switch to stream is about to start.
All right, it's back. That's funny.
Good all right, times.
All right. Well, okay. So as I was saying, I'll just repeat what you guys might have missed.
Right.
Is that Ohio has over the summer passed a law to ban cell phone usage in school. I haven't gone through the whole thing yet, but I do have it up. Ohio law requires each school district, community school, and STEM school to adopt a policy prohibiting cell phone use by students during the instructional day by January 1st, 2026. An instructional day is any period of time in which a student is expected to be in attendance and includes not only formal instruction time, but also supervised activities such as transitioning between classes, recess, meal periods, and field trips. All of the above.
Wow. I don't know. As a parent, I would need my kids to have their phones on field trips.
Yeah. It includes smartwatches and other devices that are powered by batteries or electricity and are capable of receiving, transmitting, and transmitting communications. This policy should list exceptions with and disciplinary actions for violations. If a policy prohibiting cell phones on school property is implemented, the policy must be posted in a central location in the school building and available to students and parents upon request. Students may need access to their cell phones for educational or medical reasons. The law allows students to use their devices for specific purposes related to 5 different things here. Students individualized education program development under Ohio law pertaining to the education of children with disabilities. The students plan developed under Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. Just a student learning, monitoring or addressing health concerns, and an active threat or emergency as detailed in the building's comprehensive emergency management plan adopted under Ohio law. So I wanted to make sure I went over this a little bit first. If a student
I don't know how I feel about
the doctor requiring Uses cell phone to monitor health concern. Cool. That could be a purpose too. So here's my beef, because I just found out about this last night. Like I had heard something about it. Like one of our kids mentioned something, but it didn't click that there was a law.
Right.
I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Right.
I'm like fucking furious. Because the first thing I thought, because we do this show and I have to stay informed on the news and shit. Christy, what's the first thing I thought of? Can you guess?
School shooting.
School shootings. Of course. I mean, why'd I bring it up right now? Kind of a dead giveaway. Pun not intended. I would want that last call from my kids.
Mm-hmm.
As sad as a thought of that is, or I would want to know where they are.
So I can run in there and get them like those parents did here in Florida. I'm not kidding.
Texas. Yeah. And
Yeah. Texas. Is there a way, are they going to check bags? Because you literally just tell your kids as they're getting out of the car or off the bus, turn it off, put it in your backpack. Do not take it out until the last bell.
I'm hearing some have to either keep them in their locker, or I think some schools have a special place for them. Like you turn them in when you get into the school.
Oh no.
Well, it's already the schools have to have those rules in place by the 1st.
Just tell them you don't have one, air quotes, and literally tell them it stays off.
Yeah.
In your backpack.
I want to know,
and you're not going to get in trouble at home if they find it. You're not going to be in trouble at home.
No.
God damn, that sucks.
It really does. And I mean, I hate that that's my argument, but since that's my argument, it's not my fault that we have so many fucking school shootings in the goddamn country. Right? Change something else so I don't have to think that way and worry about it.
I agree.
I don't like it. I'm furious. And then the next day, there's a school shooting.
Right. Yeah.
It's disgusting that we have this problem. That's just an epidemic in this country. But it's what we got, right?
It is.
We're not covering this as a whole issue, but there's our initial thoughts on that. What else do we got?
Our president did an executive order that if you burn a flag in the United States of America, you get a year in prison. And a combat veteran, a white middle-aged man, a combat veteran, went and stated why he is doing this in protest for protections of free speech. And you got to watch he talked all the way through them arresting him. How they treated him is so different if he were to be, any other color and not a veteran. It's just any other color, let alone the veteran part. That may or may not change their mind. But an older man who is a combat veteran of the United States military, he understands it's not a left or right thing. It is a free speech thing. We seceded from a king in this country, and one of the main things that we wanted to be a mainstay in our law of the land, if you will, would be that it is not only okay, but it is protected to criticize the country's leaders, because you couldn't do that under a king. And they thought, that's how can you make things better if you can't call out what's wrong and what's more patriotic, what's more American and free speech than saying, I am mad at this administration. I'm mad at this policy. I'm mad at this war you're waging to burn the flag. I've never done it, but I've never been in a situation where it would be, would make such a statement. I wouldn't want to have to buy another one. So that's the only reason I've never, I haven't had to, just like flying the flag upside down. It is a form of expression. And political expression in the United States of America is protected speech under our First Amendment of our Constitution. And this motherfucker did a executive order and these cops should lose their job for arresting him. If your job is to serve and protect the Constitution of America, shouldn't you fucking know it? And he was telling them, you guys need to read it. You guys really need to read it.
Yeah.
Other people who were videotaping it with or recording it with their phone, who were just bystanders, were also yelling, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
Yeah.
So we have that.
Yeah. That's a fun one. Fun thing we'll have to make a whole episode on soon. Taylor Swift got engaged. It's probably
yeah.
It was actually on my wife's birthday. So.
Oh, that's right.
So extra special.
Happy birthday, Rachel.
Right. Late birthday, but yes. What else we got? There's everything going on in Gaza. Nasser Hospital was double tapped.
Oh God, yeah. I did not see it coming until it was. I've seen so much because of this genocide, which, none of us can unsee. And I know the atrocities are atrocious. They're vile. And I didn't read double tap in the headline of the video. It was Nasser Hospital, blah, blah, blah. I didn't even finish it because I was like, what? How many? And journalists and the pictures of them, they're like international. And then so I go to watch it, and the chaos that ensues after being bombed, to take advantage of that is one of the most cruel, shameful behavior. It just makes my stomach sick. It breaks my heart. How much more can these people take?
And it was like Israel was caught in the lie, as Ryan Grimm pointed out.
Yep.
Israel tried to say that there was like a camera that they were trying to take out.
Oh yeah. And Hamas and a camera.
A what?
Hamas and a camera.
Yeah. And and then they realized that there was video of it, and then they had to swallow the words a little bit and like, oh, you know what? We're going to open an investigation. This is, we'll remember we're the most moral army in the world, and we were just doing what we thought was best. But yeah. So that was fun.
No.
That was another fun one. But I really feel like the more people I talk to now, more and more people are like not buying the bullshit that Israel's selling. Like it is much more common that people you pass on the street are like, hey, I like your bracelets.
Nice.
Like,
yes.
And that's something that's that's a little bit of a bright light in our shadowy reality that we have. I think that's enough of what's all been going on.
Headlines.
Yeah, this is a good segue. Mm-hmm.
I can read your mind.
Yeah, you can. You're so good at that. Fucking time there. Yeah. So speaking of bright lights and new hopes and new heroes, we wanted to talk about something tonight. I kind of want to save Jesse for last. Can we save Jesse for last?
Of course. Let's do. You want to do Rachel? Miss.
Yeah, we could do Rachel.
Miss Rachel.
Yeah. Miss Rachel. If you guys don't know, I don't know how to say her last name. Do you know it? Right.
Everyone knows Miss Rachel.
Yeah,
you just say
Miss Rachel. She's basically the new Mr. Rogers, the modern day Mr. Rogers, and she's just super sweet. She has a show where she makes kids feel heard and welcome and teaches them things. She started out trying to make little snippets of her inserted in her kids shows, so she could have her son learn how to read better
Speech.
and speak.
And speech. He was having a hard time having his brain connect to his mouth. He couldn't communicate.
Okay. I thought it was read.
Yeah.
It
was pre-verbal when they learn how to say mama, dada. Yeah, like very, very, very young, right? Very early development.
Right.
And there wasn't any anywhere. So she said, well, then I'll make what I need. And she did.
She did do that, which is fantastic. And then she started making it like more of a show, and then she started posting on YouTube, and it just kind of caught on. Beautiful. She didn't expect it. So the reason we're calling Miss Rachel out today is for a few reasons. Because one, we need more Mr. Rogers inspired out there having an influence, and this is it really is wonderful when you hear her react to, hey, you're like the new Mr. Rogers, right?
Oh, she loved, what a compliment.
She's
what a compliment.
Oh yeah, like I loved watching him when I was younger. I loved watching him so much that when the trolley would go away, I tried to stop it from going off screen because I didn't want it to go. It was such a happy memory and time for me. Like there were times when Mr. Rogers was on my TV. So she really was inspired by Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And I know I didn't watch it a whole lot when I was younger. I do remember.
It was my favorite. I never missed Mr. Rogers. I watched it every single day.
I would have loved Mr. Rogers. I know when my kids were in that like preschool and like low grade age, they loved Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. It was Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood put into a cartoon on PBS,
right?
And it was wonderful. It had like Prince Wednesday was like the
a lot of the characters.
So they gave all the puppets like kids, and they had
right
Neighborhood.
It's the equivalent of how on Mr. Rogers' show, that world, that make-believe land got its own show.
That land of make-believe. Yeah.
Right. The land of make-believe.
And all that stuff. Yeah. It was fantastic. I really learned to appreciate it more. And then I learned a little more about Mr. Rogers and like his combat experience and how he came home and he just wanted to make a more peaceful world, of which he fought for. And also the fact that he went to Congress a couple of times to fight for the right for us to have TV like we do today. He thought he fought for the right to prove that TV could be educational and that he could not only help this specific age group, but because of that help right now, the future of those kids will be significantly better. And he did it. He did it, and he was right. He made a wonderful argument, so soft spoken and succinct, and like I watching that interview always like makes me tear up a little bit because it's such a beautiful argument. He did so well, and like it just made me respect him because I didn't grow up. I knew who he was, but I didn't really care. I was busy watching Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles and X-Men. It was like, who's this old guy? Oh, cool. Whatever. I mean, where's my Animaniacs?
But Mr. Rogers was, even though I watched it until I was like 7 and 8, because I then had younger brother and then a couple years later a younger sister, so I could get away with watching it. But it really was for preschool age when, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is the main targeted audience. But like I said, when I was 3 my brother was born, and when I was 6 my sister was born, so I had many years with Mr. Rogers,
which is
for them,
of course. I mean, more similar for me, and I promise we're going to circle back around to Miss Rachel. There's a point to referencing all these others. I'm sure many of you remember Steve from Blue's Clues.
Oh, yes, my kids loved him.
Yeah, because my younger brother like loved Blue's Clues, and then I remember even like as a slightly older kid, and then still growing up and like continuing to see Steve on the TV every now and then. I was
Right.
like, man, this guy's good.
He's cute. He's
Like
adorable.
he takes the time to like listen to his audience, and he's like committed to the role and stuff. And then you can go on TikTok now. If you didn't know, Steve Burns, he's on TikTok, and half the
That's
time,
awesome.
most of his videos are just like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he waits for you, and he just listens,
Yeah.
and he thank you for like talking to him, and then he's off. He just gives you some time. It's kind of like, because, yeah, he's just responding to his audience, and he knows that they've grown up and they still have things to say. I'm like, man, what a fucking beautiful human being. And you know, maybe it's not for so many people, right? Like this is dumb. I don't need to just look at you, pretend to listen to me. But some people, and he understands that, right? That there's a call for it. There's people who follow him, and sometimes he finds others like celebrities, or they find him. And are you okay, Christy?
Yeah, I think someone just went in my eye.
You want me?
I felt it land in there. Thank you.
You're welcome. See, we're here for each other. But yeah, I've seen him bring other celebrities on his channel too, and they'll just both just sit there and listen to you, and it's just kind
That's
of
great,
right? Because all of these educators, like Mr. Rogers and Steve from Blue's Clues, Steve Burns, and Miss Rachel, they understand that kids need to be seen,
validated,
heard.
Mm-hmm.
They need attention put on them so they can learn with interactions.
Right.
And
yeah,
they also understand, as you could see with Steve, and you could also see how Mr. Rogers talked to those who were in Congress, who he went to, that you're still a child. I mean, so like you're still that person that you grew up as, to a point,
right.
and you can still be spoken to in a soft, sweet, succinct way, to where, you know, I know you're still learning. I'm one of those people too. I am learning as well. And, you know, we're just getting through this world together, and we need to come up with good solutions like adults.
Right. Beautiful.
Miss Rachel is doing a wonderful job at that now, without now growing up with her new audience, but expanding her audience to a wider view, a wider world, seeing kids in Gaza and seeing how they see her during their devastation, but she still brings them joy and comfort and attention and hope through the bloodiest of darkness, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's
I can't even imagine.
it's insane. I mean, I was listening to one of the doctors today, the Theo Vaughn
Yes.
thing that you sent me.
That's the only that's the only Theo Vaughn, besides one other, that I've watched the entire thing. Of course, the other one was because of the guest as well. I think Theo has it in him
Got a heart.
to be right on all these things, right? He's just led astray by his bro dudes.
Indeed.
Dude bros. I said it backwards.
Dude,
Whatever. Bro dudes.
Same thing. But Ms. Rachel reaching out to these children who are victims, showing her audience in the wider world who wasn't really her audience before. Like, I mean, she's made some headlines. She's gone on like Democracy Now! And a whole bunch of, like, she's been on CNN talking about the same thing. Like, why is she reaching out to, you know, these Hamas children or these
Right.
kids, you know? And just because they are kids, like you know, everyone, like, she's like, I think the best way that she's put it is that, like, these children need to see that we adults, not just herself, we adults need to be there and show that we care and that we're here for them and that the world cares what happens to them, in order for them to grow up as healthy, well-adjusted adults. And I mean, that is the way that I've said it would be quite the feat at this point in time.
Right. Well, I mean, even adults, the reason why people like Ben Shapiro does anything is because when he says something with his little voice, it's a little bit true or just true in his feelings or in his opinion, he does it to get validation. Now, children, when they throw a fit, you know, they're throwing a fit because of whatever. The thing that I posted in the line that told everyone in the chat that I told everyone you must watch, it is the title is The Unforgivable Sin of Miss Rachel. It is so good. And, you know, a child throws a fit because they have to turn off their favorite movie. It's time for bed. And yelling at them, she goes through and shows how conservative children's shows, you know, teaches them how to behave, not those instrumental things like your feelings are valid. I understand. I like that movie too. It is a really good movie. And tomorrow you can finish it. But right now we have to go to bed. That kind of conversation, instead of why are you acting up again? You know, it creates people like Ben Shapiro who constantly then need their feelings to be validated. It's so, this is a video essay that I posted, the Unforgivable Sin of Ms. Rachel. It's fucking phenomenal. It's her opus. Like right now, I'm just magnum opus. It's so good. I've been already subbed to her, but she really did it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna love it. There's so many. I would suggest you can just listen, and you'll get a lot. But to watch it, there's a lot of little like Easter eggs in it that aren't. If you're us, you'll be like, oh yeah, spot on.
That's cool. Yeah, I'd like to see
Yes, please do consume that content. It is brilliant.
That one, so I'm glad you said something about it.
Yes.
I have a list, and I always try to get through my list first.
Yeah, so same.
Yeah, but it's hard sometimes. So yeah, Miss Rachel, she's definitely a fucking hero. And heroes like that, that are doing the bare minimum and standing up for kids in Gaza, are heroes. You know, they're hope. And it shouldn't be on Miss Rachel, but in the universe of which we live, it is Miss Rachel who is standing up for kids in Gaza, right? That's the kind of hero that we have. So that's the kind of hero we need to appreciate.
Yes.
Who else do we have? Mehdi Hassan.
Oh, yes.
We mentioned him recently on the show. We kind of wanted to mention him again. I mean, there's so many people we could talk about, like Greta Thunberg, and I mean, there's a handful of others. But we just want to pick 2 or 3 tonight. I'd like to do a segment like this more often, maybe every couple months or something.
Sorry, baby. It's okay.
Pick a few of our new heroes to talk about.
Yeah, positive is always good. Mehdi Hassan is a debate god. I don't care. He just is good. He doesn't debate a topic as a Dunning-Kruger American. He knows that he's got this from top to bottom, every argument. has thought out. He's not only read about it, he's talked to experts. He's thought it out in his head. He's worked out the arguments.
Yeah.
Yes, I am a Mehdi Hassan fan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
love it. I don't even remember the first time I like saw him debate. I can kind of see it in my head, but I don't remember what it was. But it was on Gaza.
It was the debate with the good-looking Jewish guy with dark hair, right? And they were at Podium and Podium.
Probably.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember who that is either, but he is a minister and or spokesperson, something like that. Yeah. Oh, he annihilated him.
The Jewish guy. I mean, I don't remember the question. I just remember like the substance of it. I'm like, oh,
right.
Who died? Who's these victims, Mitty? Because every time someone says something like that during a debate, they know you can't give examples. And he didn't just give fucking names. He gave the names, the day they died,
right?
Who did how,
right?
And he just did a fucking list. And they're, oh, okay. You get,
yeah.
Like, no, you didn't fucking expect an answer. And he came with fucking receipts memorized, you stupid bitch. Like,
yes, from Zateo.
Shut up and take
Jen.
Huh?
I was just answering. Someone said they wanted to know what we were talking about from Zateo. Yes, Mehdi Hassan from Zateo.
Mehdi Hassan. And we found him like at least 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, I've been following Mehdi Hassan since, he's had great takes on, he's just been on the right side of history. Mark Lamont Hill. Mark Lamont Hill is one of my heroes. This guy, his heart is a leftist and a radical, empathetic leftist. Mark Lamont Hill is also, God, if we could have a president like him one day. I know that's not going to happen in my lifetime, but yeah.
I feel like having someone to compare these people to, as they are new heroes, I thought would be appropriate to mention that Mehdi Hassan kind of reminds me of Christopher Hitchens. I'm not quite sure if Mehdi would call himself an atheist. I think he still says like he has his religion.
He says he is culturally Muslim.
Yeah. So
culturally Jewish. There are lots of atheists who are culturally Jewish. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So either way, it doesn't really matter. But he reminds me of Christopher in the sense of the man knows how to fucking argue. And Christopher Hitchens knew how to argue because he was so well traveled.
Like, yeah, I agree with that.
He went everywhere. I know that Mehdi's been around, but also like, that man just researches so fucking thoroughly.
Yeah,
when
he likes to learn.
Topic, he's got you pegged. Doesn't matter which angle you come at it from. He knows his shit inside and out, upside down and backwards. Like, he's got it. And Christopher Hitchens was much like that. Just knew his shit. It didn't matter what you said to him. Like, he always had a witty comeback. Mehdi's is just faster. Just goddamn fast. I
remember that Smitty said Mehdi Hassan, yeah, you can pull it up. Mehdi Hassan told Richard Dawkins he literally believes that Muhammad split the moon. There are other conversations that people can pull up like that too. And fuck Richard Dawkins. So, and I'm a huge Richard Dawkins fan, but he lost me in the last few years. So yeah, and nobody split the moon. So anybody with a brain, I would be curious to also pull that particular clip up to Mehdi Hassan. Not in any way of a got you, just I've changed and learned and been like, I can't believe I believe that. I would be curious to say, so what was this about?
Yeah,
and
I would like to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a different conversation for a different. Like, we can compartmentalize here, right? But
Yes.
just the fact that he argues so well, and that he is such a force for good, arguing and being as knowledgeable as he is about Israel Palestine. It's impressive. It's needed. It's so needed. He's a staple in
Yes.
this conflict. I used to think Abby Martin was just the goddess of Israel Palestine. Like, if you want to know about it, you go to fucking Abby Martin.
Yeah, she's been a fighter.
And she probably still is the goddess.
Actually, she's been doing a lot this week. She was on Useful Idiots. Those conversations are fantastic.
Yeah. Or she was on the Katie Halper show, right?
Katie Halper. I always call it Useful Idiots because
I understand.
Yeah.
Yep, I said.
Yes, Katie Halper's channel.
And I'm not saying that she's not any less good. It's just that Mehdi is so damn good.
Well, she's not debating either, you know.
She
they can discount her. The other side, the pro-genocide side, can just. But she's not allowed in Israel. They can say she's been hating, she's anti-Semitic. She isn't, and she hasn't been hating. She's been anti-apartheid way before October 7th. Her Saving Gaza documentary came out in 2014? So, you know, she's been fighting this fight for a long time. Maybe it's 2016. I don't know. She's been
closer to 16 or 17.
Okay, then the one before that was in 2014. She's been doing this activism for Palestine, anti-apartheid, anti-imperialism since, before you and I met, when I said, hey, you got to check out this journalist, Abby Martin.
I remember
they can discredit
still not knowing who
they can discredit her because she was on RT. Yeah. There's a lot of things that they can use to discredit someone. You know, if I'm a journalist and I'm trying to get a job and a network says you can report on what you want, we're not going to tell you what to do, and I have a job doing what I love, I'm probably going to take it too. I mean, she wasn't, you know, Walter Cronkite. She was a young girl who was a really good investigative journalist, and she's on the right side of history across the board. So
she got so much this, like,
yes,
she's a fucking killer.
Yeah, there's a lot of good heroes right now.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't feel like there's any way out of there's a lot of people that feel the same things we're feeling, that feel the injustice, the vileness, the violence, the disgustingness of genocide, of watching a live stream genocide in real time every day for 2 years, and then get gaslit into saying it's not a genocide, we're defending our, so it is the time for heroes to rise. Miss Rachel's definitely one. Mehdi Hassan, Mark Lamont Hill. We've Jasmine Crockett. That girl is on fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's so many of them.
Owen Jones. What is?
My God. Yeah, we need to talk about him someday. Wish we could have him on.
Oh God, could you imagine?
I think if we could get his attention, I think he'd be happy to come on.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He seems like that. Oh my God, that would be so amazing.
Yeah, I think he would just be so excited to know how much we've covered this, and just be so impressed that we haven't gotten more views about it. What'd you say now?
I see a Riley, a Queen.
Riley.
A Queen is in our chat, so everybody, all hail the Queen. Hey Riley, look, I got one of these. He's sleeping. He's mad I just moved him. Can't put him back.
So the reason we're doing this segment tonight was because another person inspired us to do this kind of segment tonight.
Drum roll. Oh, that's pretty good.
Thanks.
You're pretty good at that.
So Jesse Wells.
Oh,
Wellis? Is it Wellis or Wells?
I say Willis, but I couldn't tell you if it is that or
I
Wells.
think it's Wellis. So we're gonna say Wellis. This guy is great. I've been meaning to look up a little more on him. I guess he was just on Joe Rogan.
Yes, he was.
Did not watched the whole thing yet. Okay, so
I have.
he's from 92. He's 32 years old. And this guy has
That's
had
crazy.
revolutionary music. It's so good. He immediately, first time I ever listened to him, it was, and we'll get back to this one. It's a song called
United
Murder.
Oh, yeah, War Isn't Murder. Yes.
That's when I found him.
Yes.
And it was kind of like on TikTok, and like later I had to find it on like YouTube because it was stuck in my head. It like and like, oh, thank God there's someone with some musical talent out there. Because I was trying to write a song, but I couldn't write, like sit down and get it all out. But I had some stuff down, and then I find his. I'm like, ooh, that hit like half of what I was going for, and I just
Right.
I kind of dropped mine for a while, and I was just like, whatever. I want to listen to his again. And I didn't know much about him. I didn't know if he was going to do anything else like that, but he's done a lot more.
Yeah, the healthcare one. Oh, that's the one that really made him blow up because, free Luigi. And so that happened, and he plugged right into that zeitgeist of what 90% of Americans were feeling and thinking at that moment. And just wrote a banger.
Yeah.
Wrote a banger.
So before we get into some of his songs, because we have a couple songs each that we wanted to kind of like review with you guys a little bit. We're not going to listen to them here, but we're going to like talk about them. What did you learn off Rogan? Since you watched the whole thing, what can you
Okay, so Jesse is precious. And I could feel a lot of, he's just genuine. He's genuine. He's not trying to be anything. He just feels what he feels, writes what he writes. And I feel Joe Rogan made him uncomfortable 2 times that I can recall right off my head. One time Joe Rogan tried to take it to with all the trans stuff. And Jesse, you could see it immediately on his face, and he changed the time. I mean, he did some jujitsu when it just into the next topic about something else because you can't win that. And I'm sure, like Jesse would probably, and I don't know this, but what I gathered was it's not smart to go into for someone who is not prepared to go into it. To take these claims that someone else would be making and say, this is why the claim is not correct. Here is what's wrong about it. And let me show you the right or the correct or the factual. He didn't have that prepared. So he handled it like a pro. And the other time was something similar. But for the most part, it was like comfortable, fun. They talked about a few things that were controversial, but not hateful, like the trans would be coming from Joe Rogan. So, yeah. Joe Rogan did say he didn't know, who he was until the healthcare, song came out, and he heard it and thought, who the fuck is this? And he plays it and he knows all the words and he loves it and that's his jam, and he's listened to other songs that way. But he had no idea that Jesse Wells had like 5 or 6 albums. He had no idea that, right? So
I didn't know either.
He writes. He said he can put out an album in about 2 months.
Nice. That's impressive. It's really good.
Just right. But that's what he does. He doesn't spend his time watching TV. However, he's very informed. Very informed. And I don't know that he's a humanist. He's never stated this. But it feels like from a very regular human position. Yes.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean that's why we gravitate towards him so much, because
Yes.
all of the disgusting stuff he says, he's just mocking. He's mocking people with the positions that we fight every day. It was fantastic. The healthcare song. Do you mind kicking us off with that one? Then I'll take one. Then you take one. Then I'll end on War Isn't Murder. Sound good to you?
Yeah, I don't know which one you want me to pull up.
The healthcare one. Since you were just talking about
Healthcare.
it,
Okay, let me see.
Let's break through.
United.
If you guys don't know,
Okay,
he just came out
I
with
got
a
it.
new album. So that's really
All right.
exciting. But
There is an office with a desk with a person in a chair, and you paid for it all, though you may be unaware. You paid for the paper, you paid for the phone, you paid their salary to deny what you're owed. There ain't no you in United Health. There ain't no me in the company. There ain't no us in the private trust. There's hardly humans in humanity. The procedure that you need ain't the cost-effective route, and only 2% of people end up winning a dispute. So if you get sick, pray to God for help, because all your doctor's prayers go up through United Health. Way back in 1977, Mr. Richard T. Burke started buying HMOs and putting federal grants to work. Now it's $50 million he made just last year. The Warren Buffett of health, the Jeff Bezos of fear. CEOs come and go, and one just went. For you, Luigi. The ingredients you got, bake the cake you get. So if you get sick, cross your fingers for luck, because old Richard T. Burke ain't giving a fuck. Commoditize health and monopolize fraud. There's doctors that we own and research that we've bought. They own the loans and physicians, pharmacies and meds. They should start selling graves just to fuck you when you're dead. There ain't no you in United Health. There ain't no me in the company. There ain't no us in private trust. There's hardly humans in humanity. Bam, that's a banger. I love folk music anyway. I know, who would think that? I go from Wu-Tang to folk music so fast.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah, his music hits. His lyrics are on point, and he's just a straight up Bob Dylan. He's our new Bob Dylan, and I thought
I agree.
the very first time I ever heard him, I'm like, damn, he's a Bob Dylan. Like, he's got a voice that, like, it's good. It's just like Bob Dylan wasn't known for his singing. He was known for his music.
Yeah, he's got a very unique. He would not be winning any, The Voice or America's Got Talent or no, but his poetry. It's poetry. I'm a huge Bob Dylan fan. So both the Bob Dylans, by the way. There's two, everyone.
I only know
spelled different, but yeah, I'll send you some stuff. You'll go, oh, I do know that.
Okay.
Yeah, one is a music artist, so but also writes.
Okay, all right.
I do have the lyrics for "War Isn't Murder" pulled up as well.
Good. We're gonna end on that one.
Okay.
On that one, we're gonna go next to Great Caucasian God. I love this one. First time I heard, I was like, okay, cool. It vibes. I think I'm getting some of it, but like, I was so fucking tired. I didn't even mean to pull it up. I just saw something about Jesse Wells, an hour-long video, something about with the devil. And I'm like, what?
Yes, with the devil. That's what it's called. With the devil.
Yeah, that was that's the album name. But I was so like tired and like, oh man, like, this is new 2 days ago. Oh, I got to check it out. Like, so I turned it on and I was just going to check it out for a minute. I'm like, I'm just going to fall asleep to this. And I think I got a couple songs. And then when I got up the next day, I really wanted to listen to that first one again. I remember it really like hitting me. So, excuse me. I might not read it straight through. Oh, wow. It's kind of long.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of the longest songs he has.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and go through the whole thing, but I might stop and like talk about
Right.
it through it. So I guess I don't even remember the beat anymore, but upon a missile rode the Lord, roaring justice is the sword. He was melting off faces of the damned. You've heard of Noah's flood. That tale will pale against the blood, pouring out and boiling in uranium sands. Which is just a hell of a way to start a song, if you ask me. It's just, and it like just listening to that first paragraph is just like, all right, yeah, I feel like this is something I want to talk about on the show, because that's just war and religion, right? Like if God's on your side, you can drop them fucking nuclear bombs and not feel bad about it, because Jesus might love you, but I'm his favorite. Anyways, don't you know atomic power is just God's celestial shower? There are those he has chosen, and there are those he has not. There are many who will die in the Lord's plan by and by, but it won't be you or I, thanks to the great Caucasian God. And I said, Lord, be thou near. Blot out everything that's strange to me, everything that's queer. I said, Lord, don't be far. I am in need of a friend indeed, the great Caucasian God. And I encourage you guys to like go back and read some of these lyrics, because that's the chorus there. And when you read through it more than once, it becomes real clear real fast if you're privy to that kind of poetry, that all of the evangelicals that are filled with love so much that they hate everyone, that they hate queer people, they're cool with killing everyone that they disagree with, or watching Jesus kill them. And those last two lines of lyrics in it, I am in need of a friend indeed, the great Caucasian God. I love, and I'm not always sure if that's how the artist meant it, because I know sometimes they play with meaning. But the way that I take it is, these assholes are in need of a friend indeed.
They are.
And the only friend that they can fucking turn to is the one in their imagination, because they're hateful fucking bigots. So you want to blot out everything that's strange to you, everything that's queer, and you don't mind dropping nuclear bombs on your enemies because you don't see others as people.
Right.
You're left in a very lonely state. And it's strange, but part of the human condition is you can still feel elated and not lonely.
Right.
When you have
that unfortunate sin or unforgivable sin of Miss Rachel, she actually talks about this exact thing.
Yeah.
But she uses clip after clip of these very, very powerful Christian leaders, Christian churches, politicians talking about how empathy is the biggest problem we have in today's society.
Yeah.
One after another, after another, after another. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
They said if Satan was to come back, wouldn't Satan use empathy to make you care? I'm like, what? What?
Yeah.
You just went around your.
That's what I learned. Like, remember,
really?
I was a very strange kind of Christian evangelical,
right?
When I was a Christian, and my specific brand of Christianity and Armageddon believing had us believing that the Antichrist didn't come back like riding on like a war horse. he came back disguised as Christ. Like, hey, I'm Christ. I'm here to rapture you all away. Come with me. I'll solve all your problems. But everyone's supposed to know that the Antichrist comes first, so it's a trick. Like it was that simple. It's just like, it was me the whole time, fuckers. I got you, and now you're all gonna wish that you were dead, and you're gonna wish for the mountains to fall on your head and hell to fall from the sky and all this shit. Because you should have known that I was Satan and I tricked you fuckers. I was nice to you.
Wow.
And you should have known it was me. But anyways, back to the lyrics real quick.
It's stretching it. I can't see that.
Yeah.
Don't be nice to people because the devil might fool you with empathy. What?
Right. We have more problems if that's the case.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You're like use fucking empathy and being like, trans are people too. You're really like, oh no.
Right.
What's the good
no. Right. Yes.
If this guy's full of hate, I don't know. I want to know what love is. Don't know if
Duck. Thank you for stopping by, Duck. You are always welcome and appreciate the sub. And I hope we do see you in Discord.
Ducks. Yes.
Ducks, goose. Sorry, I interrupted Mac's beautiful singing. How dare me?
No, you're fine. All right. So,
I was saving us.
After the chorus here.
Yes.
Does not the Lord abide in Texas, down in Waco, and the rest of every Israel that hubris ever claimed? Does not the Lord abide in prisons, full of men with holy visions? Don't the Lord abide in every tent and cave? Does not the Lord abide in bunkers, in rifles without number, every ruby ridge and written house and home? And does not the Lord abide in fear and tactical gear? Don't the Lord abide in every hell-bent soul? I said, Lord, be thou near, blot out everything that's strange to me, everything that's queer. I said, Lord, don't be far. I am in need of a friend indeed, the great Caucasian God. Yeah. Then he comes up and he talks to you. He says, I'd like to take a moment to talk with you all about death. There's a lot of folks who fear death coming quick and swift in the night, stealing away from them the toil of their hands and the fruits of their labor. But I say unto you today, there ain't a crueler trick that death has played on a man than fooling a man into thinking that while his soul was quite dead inside, he was in fact alive on the outside. There's a foolish generation, squandered all their fathers gave them. They're running out of time left to enjoy. They would kill and eat their own if the TV told them so. So they're keen to watch the world burn just to make a point. And then it's just the chorus again. I love how he just attacks all the Fox News grandpas right there at the end. There's a foolish generation, squandered all their fathers gave them. They're running out of time left to enjoy, and they would kill and eat their own if the TV told them so. Yeah, if that doesn't strike the boomers, like I don't know who it doesn't get. It's fucked up, in a way, that he hits it so on point, but it's great. What do you think of that one, Christy? Oh no, you're muted.
I loved it the first time I heard it. I pulled up the lyrics almost like immediately so that I could listen to it along with him. he just never ceases to impress me. That voice, that Bob Dylan voice, I love his voice. I love it so much.
I do too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think my first choice was the poor, right?
I think so, yeah. I
Yeah.
think I remember that one too.
Oh, it's almost like you could imagine Jesse Waters talking like this, or Charlie Kirk, either Charlie's. This is something they'd say nightly on their show. If only you worked a little harder, you wouldn't be poor.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So these lyrics kick ass. If you worked a little harder, then you'd have a lot more. So the blame and the shame's on you for being so damn poor. It ain't the price gouging and it ain't the inflation. It ain't everyone above you trying to make a buck from you and screwing the whole congregation. I had that reduced lunch. I had the benefit card. Never occurred to me to blame my family for life being so damn hard. I should have paid attention back when I was in school. Then I could figure up the tax. I would know a lot of facts. I missed the class where they taught the rules. I was memorizing capitals. I was in the spelling bee. I must have missed the part where they taught the art of private equity. I was selling chocolate bars. I had a disorder. I was cutting up a frog. Got lost in the fog learning how to play a recorder. If you only worked a little harder, if you worked a little harder, aha. If you worked a little harder, then you'd have a lot more. So the blame and the shame's on you for being so damn poor. It ain't the banks and it ain't the taxes. It ain't the payday loans or and the high rent homes and predatory fees and practices. Wave your dumb flag, whatever it means, but you should ask yourself when it comes to health, are the poor really all that free? If you worked a little harder, then you'd have a lot more. So the blame and the shame's on you for being so damn poor. And when you hear it, the lyrics are very powerful, but the way he sings it like just a folks, it hits so hard. It does. Yeah, you do all the things. There is a class problem in the world, definitely in this country, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger, and that divide keeps getting wider and wider. And these people born on third bragging about their home run and how the people that haven't made it to first yet haven't worked hard enough because look, I'm doing it. And no, even though I had the option to go to a state college in the 70s, and I paid $600 a year. That isn't a thing anymore, but that's a you problem, because now I'm very wealthy and my kids can go to Columbia on a full ride that daddy pays for. Just to think of a school that your child might dream about in middle school. Say they want to go to insert a dream school, and you look it up, and it's $45,000 to $65,000 a year minimum. Most Americans, that is not something that they could do without lots of help. And if all that help, grants and loans, if grants are done and loans are going to be such high interest, these brilliant children who are going into these universities with all these hopes and dreams and potential to follow those dreams and be amazing, they come out with hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. I just don't see how the game's not set up. A personal example. My wife went to start the car to leave work this past week, and she got in and it wouldn't start. Well, she walked home and she told the store, it's she's at a restaurant, and right next to it is a gas station, Murphy gas station, and she sees them all the time. And she walked in, the owner was there, and she said, "Please don't tow the car. I will be back on Monday, and I will pick it up." They said, "No problem." They even left a note so other people that work there wouldn't. And she goes to work and it's not there. She goes and asks them about it. Of course, it was a manager, not the owner, not the other people, just a manager who called and had it towed. Well, it's also rent week. So
So
we
what?
could pay rent week. So we could pay to the 300 to get it towed out. And now what do we do with rent when we need that 300 for rent? I'm not saying there's not a little bit wiggle room, but there's not $300 worth of wiggle room. And we're not by far the only Americans that are one emergency, unforeseen, away from going, well, we're kind of fucked right now. you know, the options for a lot of people, one of the options we were talking about was paying the 300 to get it home and then calling one of those we buy cars cash. They don't even, it doesn't even have to start. They'll give you like $500. They'll come pick it up and everything. So at least we'd be $200 up because we paid 300 and now we get 200 extra, but now we definitely don't have a car. Like these are regular everyday choices. And for someone up here that was born on 3rd, to say, the blame and shame's on you. How dare you need food assistance? How dare, what do you mean you don't have a car? And that the public transportation in this area of Florida is non-existent. There is a bus or two, but if it's often, you might have to walk 2 miles before you can get to that bus stop. What if you're disabled? What if you can't? It rains every day here. Like, what if you show up at work drenched and they're like, you have to go home. You can't be here like that. Happens every day. So, this song, The Poor, really, I'm not the only one. This is one of his most listened to songs. So people, that and healthcare, because they go hand in hand. Yes. Yes. And then I'll put the links to all these songs, or just to Jesse Wallace. You guys should definitely be following him. I'll just go ahead and do the funny one so we can end on a
Which funny one?
Walmart.
Oh, cool. We still have war.
I was gonna.
Dude.
Oh yeah, so we'll let you end with the war is a murder. Or do you want me to read that one now? Or do you want to read it?
It's up to you. Well, okay, hold on, Christy. Do you want to end on war?
Right. Okay. Yeah, you can sing war. We'll do that one last. We'll do Walmart because it's just too fun. I saw a toddler eat a cigarette on a cart of Keystone beer. I was eyeing out supplies. Some dude named Tanner called me queer. I do not want to go to Walmart today. To Walmart today or tomorrow or the day after that. Don't go misunderstand me for some pinko commie rat. I hold close the belief rising waters raises ships, but was burying the living, good old Sammy's dying wish. I saw a woman stranded humming to the tune of Delta Dawn on a dead battery scooter with just pajamas on. I saw a family of 33 red-headed boiling over, pick a clearance aisle apart like some buzzards on the shoulder. I don't want to go to Walmart today or tomorrow or the day after that. It's a mirage in the desert of bullshit they created. That's a fact. I also do believe to the victor goes the prize, but to keep a good man down is just something I despise. I saw a serpent in the produce, coiled, hissing, talking smack. He was talking about prices, some shit about rolling back. I don't want to go to Walmart today. I saw a 104-year-old woman bolted to a register counting change. Her manager was 10 years old with a smartphone for a brain. I don't want to go to Walmart today. I don't want to go to Walmart tomorrow or the day after that. I don't go misunderstand me for some pinko commie rat. I hold close the belief that rising waters raises ships, but was burying the living good old Sammy's dying wish. It's just so good. And it's fun when he does it live. Everyone knows the words. Everyone's laughing. It's just a fun song. Who among us hasn't gone to Walmart at 3 a.m. and been like, this is the whole thing. This is the whole mood. 3 a.m. Walmart shopping, everyone has to experience it at some time. And if you decide that you don't want to get dressed, you go in your jammies, no big deal. You won't be the only one there in your jammies at any time, 24 hours a day.
Nope. It's true.
So be comfortable.
Yeah, might as well.
Yes. Yeah, and you've practiced this last one.
A
So-
little, yeah, I play it from time to time because I loved it so much. I just had to learn it. I wanted it. So I'm gonna play at least some of it. I might skip a chorus once or a verse there, but I was gonna go and play it for you guys because I haven't done that on the show yet, and this is the perfect show or one to share a little bit.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna have to scroll at the same time though. I don't have good notes up.
Oh no.
But,
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah. You just have to hear me a little click, 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 click down. All right. So this one's called War Isn't Murder. It's by Jesse Wells.
So good.
Fantastic. This is what put him on the map for me because I was all over Gaza, as you guys know. I know I've talked about this song on the show at least one time. It's just fantastic and it's heartbreaking. It's just fucking heartbreaking. But if you know anything about me personally, I do love sad shit.
Yeah.
I love a good tragedy. Or tragedy. I like a good movie that fucking makes you cry. I love drinking some T Swift every now and then. Anywho, oh yeah, and like that was the biggest story of the day too. That like Taylor Swift is getting married, and I'm just really hoping that doesn't like wreck her sad music. It'll ruin it forever.
It'll be nice to have some fun, happy music.
She already
until he breaks her heart.
Happy stuff. All right, so this is War Isn't Murder, to the best of my ability. I play this for myself. I don't really play it for anyone else most of the time because it's a little much.
Very excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. All right. Oh, and I don't know how this is going to pick up on my microphone because it's all set up for my voice way up top. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. And I'm going to try to play quiet so you can still hear the words. War isn't murder, good men don't die, children don't starve, and all the women survive. War isn't murder, that's what they say when you're fighting the devil. Murder's okay, war isn't murder, they call it casualties. There ain't a veteran with a good night's sleep. Oh, it didn't work.
Let's talk about
dead people. I mean dead people. The dead don't feel honor. They don't feel that brave. They don't feel avenged. They're lucky if they got graves. Call your dead mother. Ask her when she died. There's a deathly silence on the other side. And the dead don't talk, and the children don't forget.
So in 20 short years, you could live the regret. It's so good.
Let me check that one. Oh, that's why I messed it up. War isn't murder, there's money at stake. Hell, even Kushner agrees it's good real estate. War isn't murder, ask Netanyahu. He's got a song for that, he's got a bomb for you. War isn't murder, it's an old desert faith. There ain't a nation state sanctioned righteous self-hate. Let's talk about dead people. I mean dead people. War isn't murder, it's the vengeance of God. If you don't see the bodies, they don't blow when they rot, and the flies don't swarm, and the children don't cry. If war isn't murder, well then good men don't die. So in 20 shorty years, when you vacation the strip, try not to think about the dead and have a nice trip. Close enough. That's the first part.
Yes.
So, anyways, it's a lovely little depressing song. I love it to pieces.
There's even more. The next verse is so good. Yeah, war isn't murder. We should all give thanks. I saw it in a movie. Give it up for Tom Hanks. War isn't murder. They don't ship out the poor, and the bullets they fire aren't a part of the cure. War isn't murder. Land is a right, but the bank's called dibs. It's something you can't fight. Oh, I love when he talks about Gaza, like in short 20 years when you vacation the strip, don't think about the dead and have a nice trip. God damn. Yeah, that song. As soon as you were like, so what about this? And I was like, so what if we like do Jesse Willis?
Yeah.
Let's just do that because goddamn.
The last line for the second chorus, he changes it just a little bit. He says, the dead, there's a deathly silence on the other line. The dead don't talk, but their children don't forget. So in 20 short years, you can live to regret that.
Yep.
Yep. How many times have I said on this show, we're just begging for another 9/11?
100%.
Yeah, it's just like we want it. It's like that's what our actions say, that we want it. I don't want it. I'd rather not have another one of those or anything like it or anything worse, another October 7th. But do we as a country deserve it? You bet your ass we do, and it fucking sucks. I don't want to deserve it. I want to fucking fix it. I want to tell people like this shit's going on. We need to fix it. We need to not just talk about it.
We need a real anti-war administration, a genuine anti-war administration. You know, unfortunately, it's going to be hard because of the powers that be. It's going to be hard. You know, we do have a uniparty in this country when it comes to foreign policy. I mean, there's tweaks, little bits here and there that are different. Domestic policy, there are some big differences, especially in education and our freedoms and autonomy. You know, there are differences, but when it comes to foreign policy, it's I can't remember in my lifetime having an anti-war president. Jimmy Carter was not for war, but also, you know, he put solar panels on the roof of the White House and, you know, was all about the planet and not war. And, you know, you saw how that worked. So Reagan came in and tore all the solar panels right now. Oh my goodness, he's so heavy. He's not that big, but he's so heavy.
He's a sick boy.
He's so cute. He's my bestest friend in the whole world, and I love him so much. It's ridiculous. He's 9. He just turned 9 last month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's baby.
Words, guys.
That's baby.
Oh, Bastard Jimmy Carter. I know.
Oh, look at the baby. Oh, yeah, he's cute. Yeah, you guys check out Jesse. Oh, I'm going to put you down right here.
Really
good. And I actually wore the dinosaurs. Look.
The dino dress.
Dinos. Yes. Dinos.
That's so awesome.
It's so cute.
Well,
Dinosaurs rock.
now that we've seen Christy's dino dress,
Right.
we can
Everything, world's
go on a
complete.
high note. Thank you guys.
Mr. Bean and dinosaurs. What else do you need?
No, nothing. I mean, and
Right?
Jesse. So good.
Yes, and Jesse Wallace.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how we would go about trying to get him to come and actually have a progressive conversation, not just a fun,
Yeah.
But it would be fun, but also just have him sing a couple songs. We couldn't pay him, but I don't think he would be too unhappy about that.
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
Just gotta reach out, I guess.
Where?
I mean,
Where?
he's already gone on a lower class show than us. He's Rogan.
Yeah.
So.
Oh God. Yes.
Be that hard.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised, but that the healthcare and war thing is, yes, the Republicans and leadership, the war hawks and Democratic leadership. I'm not talking about them. The people, left, right, center, are pretty much anti-war, if not wholeheartedly anti-war. And this healthcare thing, where the only purpose of healthcare insurance was to be so that you're putting in money every month so that if something happens, well, yes, a company can make money doing that. They can do well doing that. But also when the said individual needs it, that money's there. But their whole model is to, deny as much as possible. And so this is universal across the entire country. This middleman is making billions. Their board of directors is making billions, and people are being denied. And then why pay in? The woman on the left of the I've Had It podcast, the one that grew up atheist, not the one that grew up Christian, not Pumps, the other one. I can't think of her name right now. She pays $800 every month. Now she can afford this, but $800 every month, and she needed to go to the doctor, and it was a copay, and then of $70-something, and then $1,700 for the actual procedure.
Crazy.
That she pays $800 a month, and she can afford it. I just that is a brand new car note, like brand new, like really nice car note. One that I would never spend $800 a month on a car, even if I had it. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yes. So.
Absolutely.
All
right.
I have to go see Nacho real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, to what? Oh.
Okay. I dropped something. Sorry, Nacho, I dropped him. He's great. Everything's fine down there, by the way. He's fine. Yeah, I told him that it's almost time to wrap it up, that he should probably, get it moving. So
get it moving. Go home, you little bastard. All right. All right. Thank you guys for being here.
so funny.
So nice to have you all. We had Smitty, we had Riley, we had Brantley, we had Duck.
Yes.
We had ducks. We had multiple ducks. We had one ducks. And I saw someone else in there. I can't remember who.
Yes. We had Jen.
Jen, yeah.
Jen was in there. Yes.
Yeah. So thank you guys for being there. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, like it again.
Yeah.
I mean, don't hit the upside down one the second time. Just like
go on the like.
Yeah.
Just make sure you do it in even numbers so that it ends up being like. So you're not unliking it every time.
Yeah, hit the bell.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I mean, not even odd numbers. Sorry, odd numbers. What am I thinking? Yeah, on, off. All right, yeah, odd numbers. And you guys should probably stay humanist.
For Godless
sake. Logical spark. We didn't forget about you. Riley.
All right.